Hello guys, this is Siva here again. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys another powerful boom and crash strategy that you can use to grow your small account, okay? So without wasting much of our time, I'm going to quickly share with you guys the indicator setup. Then after that, I'll be explaining how the strategy works, okay? So we are first of all going to click on this F icon. After clicking on that, we search for the average directional movement index, which is our first indicator here. All right, so for you to search for the average directional movement index, you click on the main window icon here. You click on it, then you search for your average directional movement index. All right, now these are the properties for the average directional movement index. You can see the period is 137. The level, you leave it as it is. Time frame is all time frame. Now under the style, you make the style the color of your background, right? 1 pixel. Now the plus di, you make it color green, 3 pixel. The minus di, you make it color red, 3 pixel, and you click on done. All right, once you are done with the setup, now the next indicator we have here is the relative strength index. All right, so after adding the average directional movement index, you are going to have the indicator window 1 here being formed. You have to click on the indicator window 1 plus icon in order for you to add the relative strength index. All right, so these are the properties for the relative strength index. The period is 1, applied to its close. The level, we have 85 and 15, color red, 4 pixel, and you click on done. Right, now the time frame is all time frame. The style, you make it color black, which is the color of your background, and 1 pixel, you click on done. Now the next indicator we have here is a moving average. All right, you click on the indicator window 1 plus icon again. You search for a moving average. The period is 10, shift is 1, method is simple, apply to its close. The level, you leave it as it is. Time frame is all time frame. Now under the style, you make it color blue, 3 pixel, you click on done. Now the last indicator we have here is the moving average. It's still a moving average, right? You click on the indicator window 1 plus icon again. You search for your second moving average here, right? Now the properties for this one, you make the period 20, shift is 1, method is simple. Now they apply to its previous indicator starter, right? The second to the last option here. Now the level, you leave it as it is. Time frame is all time frame, right? Now under the style, you make it color yellow, 3 pixel, and you click on done. Now once you have set everything correctly as I've just explained, you are going to have a screen like this one. All right, now before I explain the strategy, I want to quickly remind you guys about the powerful boom and crash strategy, which I have been talking about here on my channel. All right, it's a very powerful strategy for beginners. As a beginner, you can use this strategy to make money on daily basis. All right, with your small account, it can help you grow your small account. Okay, so don't joke with this opportunity. If you're interested, you check the description of this video. You are going to see my WhatsApp contact there. Make sure to message me and discuss on how you get the strategy. Okay, so that is that for that. All right, now back to this strategy here. Now this is how this particular strategy works. All right, now there are some conditions you need to follow. In order for this strategy to work perfectly well for you. All right, now the first condition is that you take note of this indicator window here. All right, now the first condition is that you see this blue line here. It needs to get to the overbought level, and your overbought level is this red line here and our 85 level here. Okay, this blue needs to get into this red line. All right, it needs to be touching this red line most importantly. All right, so once you can see this contact. All right, now the next requirement is that you wait for the blue, all right, after getting to the overbought level, to cross below your yellow line here. All right, this yellow line you are seeing here, price needs to cross below it before you think of selling. All right, now let me show you something. You can see this is the area where the blue line cross below the yellow line, right? So immediately you see that the crossing is being successful, being, and you see the blue line below the yellow line, you can see it clearly. Then immediately you should go in for 5 candles. All right, you go in and you hold for 5 more candles to appear in the market, and then you quickly close your trades. All right, you don't need to hold more than 5 candles. All right, that's the tricks for this strategy. You need to just hold for like 5 minutes and then you exit the market. It's as simple as that. That's how you make money with this strategy. All right, so I'm going to do some back testing, and I want you guys to also trade with this strategy for like a week or two with your demo account before you trade with your real money. Okay, make sure you have practice and you see that the strategy is working for you very well before you go in. All right, don't just take my words for it. Okay, so now you can see, like I said, so immediately this blue line gets to this area, you wait for the crossing. Here you can see that around this place, immediately the blue cross, you'll be able to take your 5 candles. You'll be able to take your 5 candles around this area. If this is where it crosses, you'll be able to take 5 candles before any spike will come. Right, so that's how the strategy is. Here again, the requirement was met, and as you can see, this is where it crosses below the yellow line around this area here. All right, so you can see you'll be able to take your 5 candles from this area also. All right, so you can see this is how the strategy is working. This is where it crosses around this area, and you'll be able to take your 5 candles. All right, you'll be able to take your 5 candles. Even if there's a spike, just hold. You are going to recover with your 5 candles and you'll be out of the market. Immediately you recover your 5 candles, recover your losses and take back the 5 candles, you are to get out of the market and look for another opportunity. See, you'll be able to take your 5 candles, yes, and mostly you are going to win with this strategy once you follow the rules and conditions being given. All right, and make sure you analyze from the higher time frame that, let's say, market is in a downtrend. All right, before you go in, like around this area, you need to make sure that market is in a downtrend like this before you apply the strategy on the 1 minute time frame. All right, do this and you are good to go. Okay, so I think that's going to be all for this one. I don't want the video to be too long, so I will end it here now. For those of you who have not yet joined the Telegram channel, I send free signals to my Telegram channel on daily basis. Okay, so make sure to check the description also to join my Telegram channel. Okay, so I think that's going to be all, guys. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Silver out.